No one knew what made Leo press the record button that evening. Maybe it was boredom, maybe curiosity. But at exactly 8 p.m., he sat on his apartment floor, looked into his camera, and said, "This is hour zero. I'm not going to sleep until I physically collapse." Let's find out what happens to the human mind when sleep is no longer an option. Leo was a filmmaker and a lifelong science enthusiast, fascinated by the boundaries of human endurance. He wasn't reckless, just tired of routines. No coffee, no pills, just pure willpower, he promised. Viewers trickled in. By midnight, thousands were watching. Hour 12, Leo's eyes were still bright. He cracked jokes, danced, played chess with viewers online. One fan asked how he felt. "Like I'm cheating the system," he laughed. Most people feel groggy after missing one night of sleep, but adrenaline kept him high. He said it felt like he had stepped into a lucid dream. Thoughts were faster. Time felt slower. But in the background, his brain had already begun to change. Hour 24, he hadn't slept for a full day. His sentences started to drift. He repeated himself. His hand trembled as he poured a glass of water. During a memory test, he forgot the color of his own shirt. Sleep scientists know this moment well. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, starts shutting down. The body raises cortisol. Reaction time drops. Emotions spike. Still, Leo insisted he was fine. Hour 36, he streamed himself solving a puzzle. He put the same piece in 4 different corners. He stopped and stared at nothing. Then he whispered, "I think I just heard someone say my name." But no one was there. He shook it off, trying to smile for the camera. In reality, he had entered the early stage of sleep deprivation psychosis. His brain was beginning to dream while awake. Hour 48, 2 days without sleep. His vision blurred. Light became too sharp. He told viewers he could see shadows crawling along the ceiling, though the room was empty. When someone commented, "There's no shadow," Leo laughed, then paused and asked, "Wait. Are you real?" He wasn't joking. The human brain can survive without food for weeks. But take away sleep, and it begins to unravel in days. This was no longer an experiment. It was becoming a slow-motion collapse. Hour 60, he tried to make toast and forgot how the toaster worked. When he looked in the mirror, he saw himself smiling even though his mouth wasn't moving. He started losing track of time. In one video clip, he said it's been 4 hours since the last hour. No one corrected him. Most of his viewers had left. Those who remained were concerned. A few begged him to stop. Hour 72, he hadn't slept in 3 full days. His skin turned pale. His eyes were red. He sat motionless for 20 minutes staring at a blank wall. The livestream showed his breathing, slow and shallow. Every few minutes, his head dipped forward. These were microsleeps, bursts of brain shutdown lasting 1 to 5 seconds. He didn't even know they were happening. He was slipping into unconsciousness while upright. He tried to read a sentence out loud and stopped midway. "I don't remember how it ends," he mumbled. He wasn't talking about the sentence. He was talking about everything. Hour 84, he had entered a zone most people never reach. The line between dream and reality no longer existed. He believed he was being watched, not just by viewers, but by something behind the camera. He covered mirrors. He unplugged appliances. He said he heard water dripping, though none was running. Then, in a quiet moment, he whispered, "I think sleep is hiding from me." He tried to lie down but shot up seconds later, panicked and shaking. His body was fighting to shut down, but his mind refused to surrender. Hour 96, 4 days. His speech became slurred. His thoughts collapsed into fragments. He filmed himself drawing a clock. The numbers were scrambled. The hands pointed nowhere. His heart rate was unstable. His temperature dropped. He said he felt cold even though the room was warm. No one had to tell him it was time to stop. His body made that decision for him. Collapse had happened during a stream. He looked at the camera, smiled faintly, then fell forward, hitting the desk. The screen went dark. Emergency responders arrived minutes later. He was alive, barely conscious. His body had forced him into a state of unconscious sleep. Recovery. Leo slept for 29 hours straight. When he woke up, his voice was soft, like someone waking from a coma. He didn't remember the last 2 days. The footage showed a different person, haunted, wild-eyed, unraveling. It took weeks for his energy to return. His memory had holes. His emotions were erratic. Follow-up tests showed temporary damage to his brain's memory center and stress response system. Sleep had begun its healing work, but the cost of its absence had left deep marks. The lesson: scientists still debate exactly how long someone can survive without sleep. There's no clean answer. Most believe total sleep deprivation beyond 11 days is impossible without dying, because microsleeps eventually override willpower. But the real question isn't how long someone can survive. It's how long they can stay human. Sleep isn't a pause button. It's a repair crew. During sleep, your brain flushes toxins. Your cells rebuild. Your memories consolidate. Without it, you lose language, logic, identity. You lose the boundary between you and your imagination. Leo never tried it again. He made a film titled The Days I Lost using the footage. In the final scene, he looks at the audience and says, "Sleep is not a luxury. It is the glue that keeps the soul in place." And then, for the first time on camera, he closes his eyes and rests. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing content.